What is up, guys? koga959 here. What's that sound? What in Sorry about that, guys. That was my amplifier and my distortion pedal on. But I think today, since this is going to be the end of 2020, I figured that most of you who've seen my channel already know what my guitar rig basically looks like. And I know I did a video on my Line 6 rig, which behind me is my PV KB100. And that's my printer on top of my amplifier. But right here, the KB100, it's kind of more of a bass amp, really. But since I'm actually not going to be able to do a demo of my original rig, this is my original pedal board and all that. The standard Crybaby wah, the Boss Blues Driver B2, the Fab Chorus, very, very nice. And I think this was a Chinese spin-off phaser, the Decimator 2 compressor pedal, and then the Ditto Looper X2 from TC Electronics, the Full Drive 2 combo, Full Drive 3, excuse me, combo pedal jacks, kind of like one's kind of booster and the other one overdrive. Use the switch right here between the boost and the overdrive setting to swap the settings, and as you heard, the Boss MT2. But what I'm going to do for you guys today to show my full rig is I'm going to run through every guitar, starting with this one, my main. Keep in mind there are some guitars I do not have here in my house. Some are over at the studio, which we call the warehouse. But we're going to play through every single guitar to show you what my life is like. So this one, I keep this guitar in drop D. And that is basically, this guitar is a ESP LCD, which it's the C10, my original Les Paul style guitar. I don't know if you guys can see it. Very glossy black, very beautiful finish. 24 fret on top of it. On the headstock is the tuner that I like to use from Snark. Very accurate, very useful. Probably one of the most accurate tuners I have. But I'm going to play each guitar. I'm going to play like a short little simulation of what this guitar is like, both clean. So I'm going to play that again, but with the chorus on. And then here's with the distortion. Sorry for all the extra feedback. I know you probably hear a little fret buzz on this guitar, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing my I think may have to go to a part 2 in this video, but my LTD is my main guitar. I think the next guitar that I'm going to take a look at is right over here. My it's actually one of my, I have to say, one of my second favorite guitars among all my, well, stereotypically speaking, favorites, is my Dimebag Dean Razorback signature model. It doesn't have the Floyd Rose, but this guitar I use for drop C you've heard me play a lot of 3 Days Grace stuff. You've seen me go live on Facebook and all that stuff. Well, let's have a listen. Oh, warn the viewers, pickups are very sensitive for these types of guitars. But that was just the bridge pickup. This is what it sounds, because it's got the I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but the three-way toggle switch, kind of like the Les Paul LTD did. Turn off the distortion on this guitar. Overall, a very it's a very nice guitar. Kind of very awkward to find a case for it. If you haven't noticed that there is no, it's a in a hardtail. There is no bridge to this guitar, but I keep it. I'll keep the camera with me. But also in 2020, I kind of had to. Hold on, I gotta set my camera down for a second. But as I was gonna say, in 2020, I had to make a lot of adjustments. But I kind of also want to make this video kind of an insider to what my life is like. Very big Star Wars fan. Very kind of a video game computer tech guy. But some guitars in this video I'm not going to take off the wall because some of them are actually damaged or don't have strings. I'm going to be needing to fix them. But this one was the Melodious Super Strat Floyd Rose, which actually my very first Floyd Rose guitar. Sorry, I'm just trying to move the controller out of the way. You probably noticed that the D string broke on, and ended up snapping on me. It's a guitar's worst nightmare. It sounds very nice, but yeah, definitely probably one of my less favorites of all my guitars. Over here on the wall, this area is for my two signature guitars. My Vox VT15 amplifier and my very first oh god, that was a wordplay. First act amplifier, and this is my very first guitar. The actually, when we take this guitar off the wall, it's the Sonics Pro Stratocaster. Very nice guitar. I kind of like just the color. Kind of had that Fender style to it. The solid black finish and white pick guard. Sorry, almost lost my balance. But you gotta plug this little one in quick. Probably put on the blues driver and see how she sounds. I think I just screwed up my pedalboard setup. But also keep in mind that this guitar is in E flat. So it's sorry about stopping between, but I'm trying to make the video short. But it's a 5-way toggle switch, kind of the back in the day whammy bar, which you can't really do like straight dive on. Which I think I just threw my guitar out of tune. I use this guitar generally when I want to do like maybe some blues or just some clean riffs and all that. I don't do it very often, but um, overall probably being my first guitar. Well, actually no, I take that back. There is one guitar that we do have in the arsenal, or as me and Kristen, or as Cameron at the time, you guys probably known in some of my videos, are known as the Grand Fleet. Is that there is one guitar in my arsenal that I don't like revealing because of, you know how nowadays they see a rare item, they just want to steal it from you. But the guitar in this case, which I should not be carrying it like this, is a very valuable guitar that I had received when I was first turning on. This is a Teisco Japanese made E100 single coil pickup. I think maybe 21 frets. Tabasco sunburst finished, very nice. It's a bolt-on action neck, and as you guys see here on the neck, it's when I was starting out, I like to the easier way to read tabs is you put masking tape on the side of the neck, then you label the frets 1 till whatever the heck it is. I missed the last bit, but overall, a very vintage guitar. It hasn't seen much action lately, but it is truly one of my firsts, and actually my favorite guitar of all time. Could use a new case, but oh well. The next guitar that I'm going to show you guys is actually one that got me into extended range guitars. Before we go on to the basses, is my Agile 8-string guitar, which you guys have. I don't think I've ever used this for you guys once, but I think that is going to change. They say that I think most metal bands or gent bands like to say shout out to Stevie T and Jared Dines for that epic Gent 2019. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot that my distortion on my blues drive was still on. So, yeah, 8-string like this is generally more. It's a very pain to play. But the one thing that I love to do on this car is just straight tapping to get warmed up because. Just why not? I mean, it's a beautiful guitar. I think it's a maple neck. I think this is a bit of a blueburst finish, but the one thing that really surprises me about this guitar is the low notes. It's just like. Just like listen to that. And like how sensitive these pickups are, I can't tell. If you guys know what kind of style pickups these are, if these are factory, let me know in the comments. But there is one last guitar that we have to look into before I move on to some of the basses that are in my collection. This guitar actually isn't mine, but it belongs to a friend of mine. His name is Justin Hale, a Ibanez micro fret. More of a beginner style guitar because to me it feels more like a ukulele, but it's actually a very nice finish, very easy to handle for a beginner. 3-way switch, one volume, one master tone. Really wish this guitar had the coil tap. Just imagine that, coil tap for a beginner guitar. Not. But basses. I think the my second two of many basses that I owned. I had was it an Arctic or something? I think it was an Olympic White P Series Squire bass. Well, I think it's like a beginner bass, but this one is my Yamaha student entry. When I kind of found this at Pawn America, and I'm like, you know what? It's a nice looking bass, so why not? So let's give her a little sound. Ooh, turn you up a little bit, shall we? So. Very unique style bass. The string action is a little higher than I like, but like my first guitar, you guys probably see. I don't know if you can really see. I can put these little white markers on the side. These are actually from my Rocksmith game that I have for Guitar Hero, but I used it to label the frets, so it's also easier for people that I teach, or if I'm trying to learn a new song for this bass, able to learn those notes a little quicker. I'm gonna set you right here for a minute. Pray to God you do not fall. The newest bass in my, if I can just unlock it, is maybe one of my most prestigious and maybe most expensive bass I have ever owned. It is a Silvertone, or is it? Sorry. Yeah, Silvertone by Samick, 5-string bass. The one active pickup. Sorry, I don't know my pickups very well, but according when I bought this from Greg Ginter, shout out to him as well, is that these two pickups were one jazz. Well, actually, 2 jazz pickups and then 1 active, which there was 1 master tone and then 1 volume pot for each pickup. But let's give her a little listen. I warn you guys right now, we are at 18 minutes so far, so the video may cut out. But we'll go into a part 2 for the final bass and a lot of the other instruments that are in my collection. Let's give her a sound. So it's this. So most 5 strings are tuned to B, E, A, D, G. I actually, believe it or not, I have not played this. So you can probably see the kind of what is the phrase? The glare off the strings on the camera. They're fairly brand new. Yeah, the one thing I really love is when, excuse me for if somebody labeled me as a bass pick user, but I kind of feel with this bass that you can doing chords is so much easier. The only thing I don't like about it is that the frets are so like the strings are scrunched together, but when you want to do a quick movement, it's just like. It makes it so much easier to do it. So that was with the master. I'll take the master tone off. That was the front jazz pickup, but let's move on to, because we still got a few instruments to go over. My first, and I have to say my signature bass, which was given to me by a very close friend. Shout out to Jordan Jones for giving me this bass. Almost 14. We've been friends for a couple of years, but this is a standard Ibanez, active, then 2 passive pickup. Ibanez hockey stick 4-string bass. The first first string instrument I ever picked up, and I have to say, I've had so many memories on this bass. I swear to God, I could go on forever. But going from a Mikey copyrighted for that. But I think the most iconic thing I've ever played on here. The very first song I ever learned on bass has to be Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, and this bass is tuned to currently into drop D. I was playing some 3 Days Grace together, but the one riff that I really just love playing on this. It's got to be Holiday by Green Day. In my future videos, I might do some holiday cover if we can get this video to at least, I'd say the views, I'd have to say at least 50 views and at least 100 likes for this video. I don't have many subscribers. I don't post much. I'm out there living life, but I'll make the time. Enough for the electrics. Let's move on to some of the other instruments that I have in my collection, which I'll play 1 or 2 of them, but shut off the amplifier. This one was actually a gift from a friend who recently got himself into some trouble, but he gave me this a while back. My Luna ukulele. Something of the sort. Yep, it's definitely out of tune. But I've been studying ukulele for a little while, and I haven't played much, but I'm gonna need to do some work on it. It's one of more acoustic nylon. I think these are these are like those plastic nylon strings, which in the near future I'm probably gonna be investing in better equipment. So I'm gonna be selling off some of these and probably. But there is one guitar. It's one of my acoustics that I actually have. It was my Rogue Dreadnought. One of the pegs is actually missing here. It broke off when I was trying to repair it. But I'm going to show you guys something. Right here is where I keep all my equipment. Move my bass out of the way. I got a lot of cases here. Some of my older pedals that I don't use anymore. Well, I like to switch things out a little bit. The Dark Matter from TC Electronics, very nice distortion pedal. Overdrive, California. The Jimi Hendrix inspired Octavix, very nice. The fuzz doesn't work anymore. The Noise Gate Rowan, my first compressor, and then my first Korg mini tuner. It's collecting some dust. I play a little harmonica here and there. So you can actually get these at Greg Ginter's for about, I paid $6 for them all, I think. But anyways, the 2 instruments that I have, well, there's the second one, are my ocarinas. Now, a lot of you don't know this about me, because I don't talk much about myself as a person. I like to learn, but I like to be what's the word? Evenly about it. I don't like to just stick to one thing for about 5-10 years and move on to this. I want to learn quick. So the 2 ocarinas, this one is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time model. I've only learned one song, and that was Link's Lullaby. I'm going to play a little bit for you guys, so excuse me if I play a wrong note. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't played very often, but the one thing that is I've heard about these is that they're poorly made, so they're poorly tuned. But it's actually something really nice that you could have even if you're just a collector or if you really want to learn. I am studying to act learn how to transcribe on ocarina. I played clarinet for a little while. I do have one, but it's under my bed, and there's no way I'm lifting that frame off the ground. It would land straight on my neck if I did. But this one has some sentimental value. The professional one that I have here is the Dragon Tooth ocarina, 12-hole ocarina, very nice color, kind of they say a black burst finish. Very nice, fits in your hand. Kind of those who got bigger hands. I'm gonna try to play Link's Lullaby one more time on this one. I might embarrass myself, but it's all for the viewers. Yeah, it's the only thing I know on ocarina, really, but I love that sound, just like you wake up to. Once I get a little better, maybe I'll start playing some live stuff. But overall, a very nice, very well sounded, very well made piece of instrument. But I will say one thing is that this could be the last video that I post for this year. Maybe I need a little time to. I mean, the quality audio on my videos are generally sound like crap, and some of the covers I've done, they could have sounded better. But I just need to learn a little more time. I'm 23 and I don't even know how to edit my own videos. So if you guys know how I can do stuff like that, just send me a comment. Or you guys, my actual name is Curtis Campbell, but I go by Chris Rose, which I will leave the name in the description. You guys can probably friend me or follow me on Facebook and all that stuff. But I want to take the time to thank the people who have subscribed to my channel, given me all the destructive and constructive criticism that has allowed me to push myself as a musician and keep posting videos. That if there's anything you guys want to see, because I'll give you guys some clues of stuff that I could do. Is that I am a huge fan of Guitar Hero, Xbox, Nintendo. I don't have many games for the N64. I do a lot of gameplay for Switch and Nintendo DS. Pokemon is my primary. So if you guys want to see some gameplay for Stadium or Stadium 1, Stadium 2, you guys just let me know what you guys want to see. And just give me ideas and give me some pointers on what I'm missing, maybe what I can improve on. And I might go live on Facebook later, so why don't you guys come check that out. This is the end of 2020. This is koga959 signing off and saying have a good year. Happy New Year. And I'll see you soon.